Good morning, everybody. We are in the second week of the Holistic Living series, and I am just going to dive into the safety and security, which is another basic function of our life that we really, really need to feel super safe and secure. That is really important because without safety and security, we feel like we're constantly in fear mode. So when we're in fear mode, it's really hard to think things straight. It's really hard to make good decisions. It's really hard to make good choices because you are just kind of in the mode of survival, pretty much. So really this week we really dive into not just the physical, so the physical security of having a house, the physical security of having a job, but on top of that, just having a over our heads is not important. Not It's important, but it's not the only thing that's important because we want to make sure that the environment that we're in is safe too. So, say you're in a relationship, is your relationship safe? The other thing too is your job. If you have a job, that's awesome. That's the means of living. We do need money to be able to survive, to afford things, to afford our basic necessities, food, and etc. But what about feeling like we are full when we go to our jobs? Do we love what we do for a living, or do we feel like we're constantly just trying to live day to day to just make a paycheck, but you dread going to work? Just think about it. 8 hours of your day or more, sometimes 10, sometimes 12, sometimes more, is spent in your job making that paycheck. Do you feel fulfilled? Do you feel happy? Or do you feel like you are potentially going to lose your job any day because not having job security is not a fun thing to have to go through either? So, really thinking about those things because, like I said, holistic living is not just around the basics, but really diving into the basics and really thinking about is whatever that we are doing really fulfilling us as a whole? Because I know that if you go day after day to a job that you do not like, it's not going to fulfill you and it's going to cause you a lot of stress and it's going to cause you to not enjoy your life because I want to say 80% of your life is spent working. And so it's really important to enjoy what you do. There's this saying, I'm sure you have heard it before, is that if you love what you do, you never work a day. And that's my goal for my life is I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur, um, and really wanting to be able to have my own business, to run my own business, to be able to drive my own business. That's really important to me and it fills my soul. But not just the fact that I want to run a business, but I want to be able to run a business that I'm passionate about. And that's why Her Empowered Life is created, is because my goal is to empower women and I want to be able to give them the skills and the resources and the passion to be able to live the fullest life that they possibly can. Is it going to be easy? No. Do I have it figured out? By no means. It's a journey. It's a journey of learning every single day, putting yourself out there, being open to receive, being open to ask. And that's the best way you can do the best way you can help yourself and the best way you can really grow is to always have a hunger for knowledge. Always not be in a place where you feel like you figured it all out. Because if we all figured it all out, the world would be a different place. But the reality is, life is a journey. Every day that we are growing older, it's a new experience. Every day comes with new challenges. Every day comes with new blessings. But you won't be able to receive that if you are not open to really, really accepting what's out there and really, really thinking and reflecting on for yourself whether those apply to you or not. I always tell my team, being that I'm a coach, that do not just take what I say for the truth. Always be a seeker of truth yourself. Always go out and find out for yourself if the information that you're given is correct. So my son, I have two boys, one 8 and one 6, and sometimes they come home and then they tell me all these facts that I don't know where they got it from, probably from their friends, and they would tell them that, so and so or this so and so said this is whatever facts that they say to me, and I'm like, buddy, do you really think that that's the truth, or did you read up on it? Did you just believe what he said or she said? And then my teaching to my children is always, you have to make sure that whatever that your friends are telling you is something that you truly believe, that you've done your research before believing that whatever they say to be true. So diving into, again, safety and security, I think the majority of us would agree that most of us have our basic necessities met, our roof over our heads and a job. But being able to feel fulfilled is a completely different thing. So like I said, job security, having passion in what you do. The other thing that I feel and I'm passionate about is really relationship. Relationship plays such an important role in fulfilling our soul. Your relationship with your parents, your relationship with your spouse, your relationship with your children, your relationship with your peers, your friends. Those are the things that are intangible, but they bring such fulfillment to your life. So for me, I personally am a relationship seeker, not in the sense of seeking more relationships, but really thinking about, hey, really analyze my relationship and say, maybe there is something that we need to communicate about. Like, for example, me and my husband, it's always about communication. And I would say that, we've been married almost 10 years. This year would be 10 years, and it never grows old. In fact, I feel like our relationship keeps getting richer because you never stop learning about each other, and you never stop wanting to please each other, and you never stop wanting to be better for each other. And I think that's the kind of relationship that we want, is that it's by no means perfect. You're gonna fight over why you're not putting the dishes in the dishwasher, and you're gonna fight about who picks up the kids today, and you're gonna fight about why is nobody helping me with the chores, or you're gonna fight about differences when it comes to parenting. And those are all bits and pieces of life. So two things. In this generation, people give up too easily in relationship. When something goes not right, they just throw in the towel and say, you know what, let's call it quits. Trust me, there are many times in my relationship where I feel like maybe I'll be better off by myself, but that's selfishness, and that's not working together as a team. Working together as a team means you put yourself out there to make it work, and you communicate your needs, and you compromise, and you figure it out, and every time when you go through those I call it growth spurts in a relationship, it gets deeper, it gets better, and it gets richer, and it's just something that is so empowering to be in that relationship. Now, coming back to security and safety, is that unfortunately not everybody's in that kind of relationship, especially women. There's just so many women out there that is being abused or being in an abusive relationship, and they just settle for it. I was married before. I was in a very abusive relationship. It wasn't fulfilling. I was in fear, but I was also a very young. I was married very young, and so I didn't know what marriage is about. I was 17, and it is really hard to, nobody goes into a marriage thinking that they're gonna fail in their marriage and not be together with the person they love for the rest of their life. But the reality is that you need to be in a safe relationship, and you need to be able to grow in a relationship, and it's not a dictatorship. That's completely, if you are in a dictatorship, then that's not a partnership, a marriage or relationship is should be a partnership, and it's where when one person is negative, the other person tries to be positive, and one person is tired, the other person brings on the energy. It's just it's kind of like playing musical chairs together. We support each other, and when one person is not pulling the weight, you bring in the weight. And if you are not bringing the weight, your spouse are there, or your partner is there to bring in the weight. And it's this off and on relationship that builds and fulfills you. So I was there where I feel trapped, I feel unsafe, I feel like I was dying. I was in a safe environment physically. I mean, I have a roof over my head, but I didn't feel safe inside. So really thinking about, is a roof over your head more important, or is the roof over your head and your emotional safety more important? I guess it's really a debate. I think both is important, but I feel like it's important to be safe in both areas. So I took the leap of faith. I was 21, 22 at that time. I had 3 kids. I decided this is not how I want to live the rest of my life. And I want to be safe. I want to grow. I know that I'm better than this. This is not for me. And so I'm so passionate about women and empowering them to just take the first step. And all you need to do is not think about what is going to happen after this. I'm going to pack my bags, where I'm going to live, who's going to feed me, how am I going to survive? No, don't think about that. The first thing you need to think about is making that decision. Is this how I want to live for the rest of my life? And make that decision to say, enough is enough. I am leaving this relationship and I will figure it out. And that's all you need to do. And once you make that decision, this decision is the number one thing that you need. And then you need to ask for help. You need to be brave. You need to have the courage to say, you know what? This is happening to me. I need help. I don't know what to do. Do you think that when I left my first marriage that I had it all figured out? No, I had nothing figured out. I had no job figured out. I had no money figured out. I had no roof over my head figured out. But you know what? That's the most empowering thing I've ever done in my life. And that has led me to this point. And so I'm hoping that this video about safety and security, it's really thinking deeply around how fulfilled are you being in a relationship? Do you just quit right away? And if it is becoming abusive, are you going to continue to stay in a relationship that's going to just make you feel like death, like you're dead inside? Or are you going to say, you know what, enough is enough. I'm going to go out there, and I'm not going to tell the whole world, but I'm going to take the first step by making that decision to be open to receiving help. And there's a few things that I wrote on my notebook here. It's that fear prevents you from receiving. And when you let your fear go and surrender, you'll be surprised how the universe put people in your life that you never expect, and the blessings that come from it. But the first thing is to be able to put yourself out there and have the courage to just surrender and hopefully receive. And I know you will receive because you took the first step. So my hope for this video, ladies, is that you really reflect upon your relationships, your safety and security in a deeper level, and really think about how fulfilled you're feeling and what steps are you going to take to make it better. My hope for this video is that it brings empowerment to your life and help you make the first step that's important, that is crucial to you growing and living the best self that you can live. So if you like this video, guys, I encourage you to go to www.herempoweredlife.com. We do have a free membership for all ladies who love this kind of videos, empowerment articles, blog, to sign up. It's no cost for you, but it's my way to give back and empower others, because that's my passion. And I really hope you like this video, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you.